When will you learn? Hi everyone. I've been playing Overwatch since open beta before, like May 2016, like right before release. That like free weekend they had, dude, I was so excited. I've been a pretty much diehard fan of the game since, and I have watched it evolve and change a myriad of times, and every single time there's been the conversation of Overwatch is dead or Overwatch is dying, and frankly, I was kind of upset that uh, my kind of preferred way of consuming gameplay in the tank role, which was off tanking. I mean, now I think everyone having higher health pools does help this a little bit. Everyone's a little tankier. But then tanks themselves are just huge. Like, it really is wild how much health they have percentage wise in comparison to not just Overwatch 1, but just current health pools too. It's really wild to me. I've been really excited about playing OpenQ recently, especially since the pickable passives update. I definitely would have asked for a little more than 3 per role. It's too generalistic and some of them didn't work. But my favorite was easily extra armor, swapping health for armor on tanks. It's so broken on D.Va. Baby D.Va with like a little bit of armor health was so cool to like play as. And it's shown me that I really do like that little extra bit of variety that Overwatch used to offer with OpenQ. Angles in 5v5 are just more open, and getting to go in or peel for not just the supports of your team, but also maybe like your other tank if they're in the middle of a fight, or your DPS if they're engaging in some other way. It gives me that old style of off tanking again, and it wasn't something I really thought of before because I was so roll queue pilled. And it does get a little scary sometimes where no one picks a tank and then the other team has a couple of tanks and it's like, whoa, what do you do? But honestly, I think it's fine until they pull 3 tanks on you. I think when they have 3 tanks and like even just 1 support and 1 damage, that's too much. And if it's 2 supports just really going after the tanks, it's even worse. But that's why I would really like for them to focus on OpenQ 5v5 as like a potential format to balance around. Give them, role limits, so you can only pick 2 per role, and then the moment that you pick 2 from that category gets grayed out, something like that. And the reason why I would really like OpenQ to kind of return is just it really does feel a little bit more like Overwatch 1, but it has the openness of 5v5. And I understand that it's currently a very, very hot topic to be talking about this. But the reason why I've really liked OpenQ is just like, sometimes you can get a match where like you're solo tanking, or you're solo supporting, or sometimes you're solo DPSing. And it's kind of interesting. But a lot of the times you're solo tanking. And the pickable passives kind of reminded me of the augment system from Fortnite, where you kind of pick a little passive ability to like add onto your character, and sometimes it'd be like faster reload speed with like a certain gun, like a sniper rifle for example, or like extra magazine size for like SMGs, something like that. And I always thought stuff like that could have been really fun to have in Overwatch, and I was really, really shocked to learn that the internet wasn't a huge fan of characters just getting like, I guess, buffed that way. But I mean, there could be so many ways to balance something like this, right? Like maybe making them side grades where like you get 100 armor, but instead of losing 100 health, you lose 125. So you're missing a little more than you would actually gain. So it's not just a straight upgrade. I think stuff like that could be really fun. And just in general, I don't know, I really enjoy the variety that I get from OpenQ, where like sometimes people really do go out there and they do the classic Ryan Zarya comps, and in my opinion kind of tailoring my gameplay for me based on the situation that was happening felt really cool. Just getting to go, you know what, this round I'm going Diva and I'm gonna have 1,000,000,000 armor, or this round I'm gonna go Zarya and I'm gonna pick the Berserker passive and I'm gonna get my bubbles way quicker. I've just been really enjoying it a lot, and I'm really looking forward to season 13 and all the format changes they want to work through. I mean, I'm really excited to see what they have in store, because if they want to be more specific with the passives, I would love that and create more of like a loadout system. If they want to go back to the classic Overwatch 66 and make that format work again, hey, I'm all open to it. It is what it is. People really seem to like it, and I'm down to play Overwatch whatever way. I've been playing it for long enough that I'm not gonna not play it if they go to like 4v4. It'd be funny, but yeah, it's been really fun to kind of talk about this a little bit and just, I don't know. Role lock recently has been feeling very limiting, and it's nice to know that the alternate mode is there, not just as like a chill mode, but also like a very viable alternate quick play mode where like it's still chill, but people actually try. It's nice, and with the new characters that have been much more self-sustaining and like DPS centric-ish, like Alari or Malga, it's been really fun to play non-DPS roles, even in open queue. I don't like it when I fight against like stacks of tanks. Like anything more than 2 is impossible. But I missed when the game used to be like that all the time. And if they implemented some kind of in-between version of open queue and roll queue, that'd be sick as hell, dude. Because I'd love to fill in for whatever my team needs, and I'd love to get that variety more often. And it'd be sick. And it doesn't just have to go back to that like classic format. I don't know. I'm just really excited to see what they think could help this, and it's just exciting. And yeah, play open queue.
I don't feel the attraction. New record.
Victory.
Move.